Well, I figure I'll make the best of my time today. Headed to my doctor's appointment. I checked in with you guys this morning and told you a little bit of a horror story about disrespect coming from the customer when you're trying to help them out at the shop or dealer level. I remember about 6 months back, one of the employees' friends had, I think it's like a 2016 Focus ST or something, one of them little turbo jobs, them 2-liter turbo deals, little stick shift car. So what's this guy doing, man? Some of these porters at the dealership, man. Godly. Anyway, so the kid comes in. It's a friend of one of the employees that work here. He says, something's going on. The car's smoking. Well, they're looking at the vehicle and stuff like that. And this is where we can be really nice to you as the consumer and help you out, because good dealers do that. They even understand. They understand people want to have fun with their cars and modify them to an extent. And as long as you don't go crazy, a lot of times we zip our lip and we fix the freaking car under warranty, and we let you have your fun and we let you enjoy your vehicle. After all, you pay $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000 for these vehicles. We understand. We turn a blind eye to certain things to help you out because we understand. Don't abuse us. Don't use us, okay? Understand and try to work with us, especially when you find a good one. Don't do them like that. So this kid comes in and he's got all these modifications to his vehicle. I mean, a lot of modifications. Different pipes to the turbo and different blow-off valve and cold air intake and all this stuff. I said, look, man, to an extent, I'm going to help you out. But I need you to put all the factory piping and stuff back on this thing before I can even touch it. A lot of my pinpoint tests, the way things are routed and stuff like that, go a specific way. And I need you to understand where I'm coming from. Please put everything back, at least to the turbo, because I feel like there's, by listening to what you're saying and seeing the oil and stuff coming out around the charge piping and stuff like that, I need the factory stuff on it. At least do me that, or I could deny everything right now because this vehicle's been modified pretty decent. I mean, there's modifications all over the place. I could decline this right now and let the factory know that this is a modified vehicle and your warranty is now voided, but I'm not going to do that. I want you as a customer. I want to help you out. I'm trying to do the right thing, right? I'm trying to let the guy have his fun, and it didn't look like he abused the car or anything. It looked like the car was in pretty good shape. Like, he actually took care of it. So he goes back, takes the blow-off valve off of it, takes all this other stuff, recirculation valve, all this blah, 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 puts everything back to stock, brings it back to the dealer. So now I'm going through my pinpoint tests and stuff like that, and I notice there's like excessive air blowing out around the fittings where all the piping comes together. And I just noticed it's really saturated with oil. It's really weak rubber now. It's not, there's no real, what would you call it, integrity to the clamp areas where they go. And some of these have a notorious issue for that. And I said, well, first of all, we need to start with all new piping, because I know this underboost he's losing a lot of boost around these connections and stuff like that. So I want to replace the factory piping. And what happened was he upgraded to this new stuff, this new piping and everything. Didn't clear codes and everything, didn't clear his keep alive memory, his fuel tables and stuff like that. And with the new stuff, it was actually functioning correctly, but with the old stuff, because he never cleared things out and never reset the computer properly, it was still malfunctioning, like it was losing boost. It still remembered that old table. It was still operating under a false pretense. So I put all new factory piping and stuff back on there and I retested it. And I said, man, it's still kind of a little bit of an underboost condition here. And then I looked, I pull all the piping and stuff back off, nowhere near as bad as it was. And then I look, and there's oil just saturating that turbo, everything. And then I grabbed the shaft, and I moved the shaft, axial and radial play. I checked for axial and radial play, a little bit too much play for my liking. And I said, you know what, I'm going to put a turbo in the kid's car. There's a lot of oil pooling up in the tube and stuff in general. Let's put a turbo in the kid's car, get him nice and squared away and stuff, put everything back together. It's a couple $1,000s that could have been out of his pocket. It's not out of his pocket anymore because I'm trying to be nice to him, right? We're trying to help him out. Put everything back together. Kid's super happy with the car. A month later, he calls back. Hey, I'm kind of concerned because when I gave you guys the vehicle, you guys fixed my car, but you never put my aftermarket blow-off valve back on there. Come again? You never put my aftermarket blow-off valve back on there, so I'm just wondering, did the technician take it? Did he throw it away? I mean, just wonder. It's kind of odd because we had you take the car back home to take the aftermarket parts off of it so we can put it back to stock and diagnose everything correctly to help you out when we didn't have to. And now you're accusing us of stealing your blow-off valve. Well, yeah, it was on there when you guys... No, it wasn't. Remember the conversation? Remember how we had you take the vehicle back to your wherever and put everything back to stock? Why would I steal your... The kid was adamant on us stealing his blow-off valve. Then the technician gets involved. Did you steal his blow-off valve? Oh, yeah, I stole his blow-off valve. I stuck it up my ass, so every time I fart, I could hear that. No, I didn't steal his blow-off valve. Why would I steal his blow-off valve? I had no reason to have his blow-off valve. So, yeah. Things can get a little weird at, like, you know, shops, independent shops, dealerships and stuff like that, especially dealerships because they know there's probably more money involved, better insurance policy and stuff like that. Owners like mine that own 13 different dealers do fairly well for themselves. So there's like some kind of probably leeway there where they can try to pull the string. No, I didn't take your blow-off valve. I didn't throw your blow-off valve away. You took your car home and put it back to stock so I could properly fix your car. You have your blow-off valve. I didn't steal your blow-off valve. My butt filter purge valve, recirculation valve, blow-off valve does not incorporate anything that has to do with your... Yeah, let me go put it on my my Lincoln Town Car. There's no turbo, no nothing. I would love to have that on, just to put that on. No, I don't have your blow-off valve. People will try to fabricate stories and come up with anything to get free stuff, anything to make you fix their vehicle and try to force you into a hard spot, anything to make you worry that you're going to get a bad review or they're going to cause havoc or chaos in your life to get their way. It ain't just older people, it's not just Karens, it's just people that may be just ignorant. And when I say ignorant, I don't mean ignorant to offend. I mean ignorant, to be honest, in the fact that they're just oblivious to how life actually works. I have no need for your blow-off valve. And frankly, your cheap dollar store blow-off valve wouldn't do me any good anyway. Because if I'm putting parts on my vehicle that came off of a damn near stock, you know, Focus ST, I have a problem. I'm not going to focus my attention there. Horror stories of the dealership, guys. Y'all be blessed.